Welcome to this episode of Stories from the Trenches, brought to you by Natera Performance Solutions.
Welcome to this episode of Stories from the Trenches. The title of this story is Saving It Till You Need It. The story goes back to a really high-level adolescent 800-metre runner I was working with. He was already a sub-150 800-metre time, and his coach was an extremely successful coach. He had coached a Brazilian athlete to a sub 10-second 100-metre, and he was really carving his way now in the endurance world with adolescent athletes. Now, it came to a point where, looking to prepare for the world champs, junior world champs that is, sat down with the coach and asked him if we could start with max strength training for this particular athlete. And the coach said, yes, I understand, but no, let's save it, let's wait. Okay, so a couple of months later, I then asked him again, right time, it's pretty much deadline now really to try and get this in before the competition starts, to get a good max strength training block in. And again, the coach said, oh no, wait. And I understood that he meant to wait for many years, wait for later on in the particular athlete's development. So although frustrated at the time, I did learn and did understand, and funny enough, I actually was able to give this young athlete 4 years' time. I wasn't working with him, and I then went back to working with him, and I gave him max strength training then and saw his performances really escalate. So the problem was this. Again, vastly experienced coach taught me that, well, performance are increasing year upon year. You know, every sort of few months at a time, this guy's performance is increasing anyway. So the training is working. Now I'm here thinking, yeah, but let's make it work even more by putting max strength training. And he, as an experienced coach, was very much of the mind that, no, wait till performance stops working, or there's a stagnation in performance, and then you apply the new stimulus to drive adaptations to then influence race performance. So the big learning out of this was actually just really understanding the fact that, well, we can choose to give an athlete everything out of our toolbox, all types of stimuli, throw everything in the pot and see how it works. And it will probably work. 9 times out of 10, it will work. But what happens then? Once we've gone and spent everything, then we have nothing left for the athlete. So when their performance plateaus, what else then is there to do? So high intensity interval training, or super maximal eccentric training, or isometric training even, or you name it, all the different novel stimuli that are outside of that general's training for the particular athlete. We need to learn and understand when to apply those stimuli. Understand that being patient and using the tried and tested is often the right way to go, particularly while performances are continually increasing. It's when they stop, and that's when we make a decision on what then to put in. Hope that helps. So be patient. Don't throw everything. Don't throw the kitchen sink at young, adolescent, developing athletes, or even those athletes that are still getting great gains off of general types of training modalities. Wait, time it right, and you'll see the stimulus will have its most potent effect when it's novel and it's applied the first time.